The condo market is on an absolute tear right now. This won't be surprising to you if you've been watching my videos over the past few years. And even very recently, I released my video saying that Toronto condos would increase in value in 2022. And then I also put out a video called Toronto condos are undervalued. And in both of those videos, one of the main things that I looked at was just the price gap. So if you just look at the average price of a condo and the average price of every other asset class, condos were the best value on paper as of today. And it seems like buyers have noticed. And what we're going to chat about in today's video is what the condo market has already done so far this early in 2022, because the price increases have been on an absolute tear, and what it will continue to do for the rest of the year. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We're going to do a giveaway when we hit 5,000 subscribers. We're about 1,500 people away. So if you've been watching all this content and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate that. And if you're already a subscriber and you're here again, what's up? It's nice to see you. Some of the numbers that were interesting to me was when I looked over the Toronto Real Estate Board's market watch for January, it was that 36% of properties sold in the first month of the year were condominiums. And then 7.7% of properties sold were condominium townhouses. There was almost as many condos sold as detached houses in that first month of the year. It's an interesting time for condos right now because I believe condos are the most expensive they have ever been, but they're also the least expensive they will ever be. Because we are setting records every single month with the condo sales that we're seeing, and the condo market is kind of caught back up to what the other segments of the markets have been doing for the past 2 years. But I also see so much potential growth in the future. And I don't say this as a real estate agent because we sell a lot of these condos. It's because I'm invested in them as well myself personally. And when I look just like long-term, the city of Toronto, especially in the Toronto proper, like downtown core, I just don't see how condo prices can slow compared to every other property type. I've been pretty vocal about the fact that I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the pre-construction projects right now at the moment, just because I don't see the value. I think the premiums that you're paying are insane for most cases. But now I'm looking at resale properties and it's like we went from $1,000 a square foot to $1,200 a square foot on resale pretty darn quick. And maybe a part of that is because these resale buyers were looking at what these new condos were costing, and that gave us that kind of leeway there to jump up in price. But I also think that developers are now going to look at what resale properties are selling for, and pre-construction prices are just going to continue to move upwards. I still think if all things are even, there's way better value in resale, but the market is very competitive right now. So it's sometimes harder to get a resale condo than it is to get pre-construction if you know the right people. And when I do these videos, I always like to give you ground level perspective. So our team right now is working with between 15 and 20 active condo buyers at the moment. And this week alone, we've made 6 offers and only one of them ended up working out. So it's taking a little bit of time. So if you're out there right now trying to buy a condo, especially under $800,000, that $600,000 to $800,000 price point is where like 80% of the action is happening. It might take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offers to actually get one accepted. So if you're getting a little bit frustrated right now as a condo buyer, I feel you. Things aren't going to change though. And I actually think prices will continue to accelerate this year. Very much quick acceleration until about April. And then they might hover a bit over the summer and then jump up again into the fall market. It's looking like from conversations I'm having and just market data that there is more inventory coming to the market for all property types. And we've actually heard of a few homes recently that aren't getting offers on offer night. And that means there might be some sanity coming back to the market. But I strongly believe, as I've said before, is that 2022 will become the year of the condo. They still have so much of a runway to kind of catch up in prices because of that bad year in 2020. And frankly, they're the most affordable or only option for a good percentage of buyers, especially the first-time home buyers. The only condos I'm seeing right now that aren't selling are older kind of bad reputation buildings with super high maintenance fees that are still taking a while to sell, but even some of those are moving. And interestingly enough, it's like because when you buy condos, you're buying on a price per square foot basis. So $1,000 a square foot, $1,100 a square foot, whatever it is for that specific building. I'm finding big one bedrooms, like one bedrooms that are 800 to 900 square feet, are having a little bit more trouble getting that price per square foot, because if you're spending that amount of money, even though the square footage is the same, a lot of people want 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And we've seen a lot of bachelor units that were having such a hard time selling in 2020. Like literally we could not give them away, going for ridiculous prices. And per square foot, they're selling at like $1,400-$1,500 a square foot because they're 400 and something square feet and they sell for 600,000. And even though per square foot they're selling for higher than everything else, they're still affordable on paper because people are actually going to live there, and it's either that or renting. And I still think getting into the market is smarter in most cases than renting on a monthly basis. So if you're thinking of getting into the market or exiting the condo market to move up to a house, that is what we specialize here at the Storey Team. You can book a meeting with one of my team members or myself in the first link of the description, a buyer consultation, a seller consultation, or just a call to chat about real estate. But I'd like to know what you think. Do you think these condo price surges will continue for the rest of 2022? Do you think at some point things are going to fall off? We're going to have a minor correction? I'd love to know your thoughts, though. Please throw them below. Thanks so much for watching this video. As always, my name is Tom Storey, and remember, home is where your story begins.